Hello and welcome to the Hat Chat podcast.
Hello.
Episode, wow, it's 150.
150.
What a milestone. We did it.
We did it. And that's it, isn't it? That's the last
This is the very, very last Hat Chat.
No, it's not. If you're
It's
still
really
listening.
We're going to finally crack those pills out and bunker ourselves right here, right now.
Yeah.
The Russians are coming.
So we're doing it.
Oh.
Quickly, you have to bite as hard as possible. Just broke a tooth. No, we are... Who's the finger bite? Oh, he's got a little...
What's that?
The pills.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Jeez, he's got props.
He's got props.
This is his array of vitamins. Oh my god, you're laying him on this filthy table. For anyone listening, Trott just poured out what looks like 30 different pills.
I'm going to take these throughout the podcast.
Okay, well, do you want to explain what they are? As in, like,
I'm Chris Trott and I take lots of pills in the
But these are all like
now.
vitamins and stuff, right? These are all like health.
All right,
based.
so maybe I've been indoctrinated by that vampire guy.
No, it's not really, is it?
Yeah.
That's who's... Okay.
It's where the advice comes from, at least. And you know what? Smith
nobody wants
listens
to
to a
look
little
like that guy,
podcast
do they?
with him in it. And he doesn't seem that.
Yeah.
lucky.
Sure.
Basically, this is all about health, right?
Yeah.
I'm in my mid-30s now, and I've got to think about longevity because I'm going to have about 10 kids, I think, every 5 years. So the last one really needs me to be on my peak performance, like
10
Rob
every
De Niro
5.
style.
Jesus.
10 every 5 is actually
The
humanly
maths on
impossible
that. Are
unless you
you
get twins.
multiple women
That's
surrogates?
why I'm trying to...
So all of these are for erectile dysfunction?
Most of them are for erectile
Yeah.
dysfunction. But yeah... They're
Sorry,
not helping.
I can't be more disgusted by the fact that you put it on this table, though.
Why?
Just because I know how filthy this cloth is.
Oh, it's fine.
Sure. Once they're down, they're
So
down,
what
isn't
do you
it?
get
That's
about-
right.
Yeah.
I've been licking
My
the
stomach will
tablecloth.
deal with the rest. My
These-
fragile
these-
stomach.
People are asking if these are so you can like blow massive loads.
Just
so like zinc.
Does it give me a huge load? Which one does that?
Boom. That
So
was
which one?
fine.
Do you know which? Can you identify each of those pills? Because some of them look
Yeah,
very similar.
because I have to individually open those little pots,
Yeah.
separate them into my little weekly
Right.
3D printed containers.
Nice colour.
You like that?
Yeah, I like the colour scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet none of these help you sleep.
Nope.
You need to try sleeping pills. Well, there's one pill missing out there, and it's just a very good
That's
sleeping
what my
pill.
Whoop's for.
That's what to help you
To
sleep.
tell me how awful my sleep
Yeah.
is.
You sleep shitty. Oh, okay.
Well done,
What should you do
asshole.
about it? Try 10
better.
other vitamins. Oh, okay.
Here's a bun. There's like a few films like that, isn't there, where they like have a problem and then they just like press a button at the problem store and then it just drops the pills out, right?
The
like,
problem store.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sounds amazing.
Where the fuck
Let's
was
go to
it?
the problem
It's
store.
like a modern take on. It's like the future's take on psychology, where
Yeah.
it's like you basically just go in, plug your symptoms in, and then it dispenses a custom pill.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a big one.
kind of a bit like that.
God, that is a horse pill. That's a fucker. Jesus
So I take two at
Christ.
once. Yeah.
I mean, I take one like that.
The guy's gonna
I
get-
took one sort of.
You need throat scarring from all this.
You have to get a guy in there with like the reverse of a chimney sweep and just force it down. You know,
Yeah.
It's stuck in his gullet. It's stuck in all this
Yeah.
that the birds have.
And amazingly, just a joint would probably sort you out of all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Need some sleep, bro? I'll do it.
One glug, it's all
Blow
it
some
takes.
trees, friend. And so there's 3 more. I didn't count them all. Did you know how many there are?
25.
25. There's 25 different shapes, sizes, and all sorts of things. Any suppositories in there? You accidentally
I
swallowed?
put a few in before we started.
Good. There's got to be a couple of suppositories
Yeah.
somewhere.
Bit
Well, the
like
nice
that.
thing about the suppositories is you can really up your grammage. So even if you
Yeah,
are
yeah.
getting the throat scarring from the horse pills,
Pop up your ass.
you can go even bigger up your ass. You know, have you seen the size of suppositories? Though?
Yeah, no, they're like capsules.
Yeah, they're pretty big. You know, they're like the size
Yeah,
of a
really hard to
fishing weight.
swallow.
Yeah.
This isn't a real. What does suppository mean? I need to look this up. Oh, my throat's all gammy.
You go into a pharmacist and it's like you're like I can't fit it up my ass, and they're like, well, have you tried just grinding it up and snorting it? What, that much? Just doing lines and lines of a suppository. It's not a no sight.
But suppositories are all gummy and like you can't
Yeah.
snort them.
No, if you dried them out and ground them up, you could.
Oh,
You
really?
could snort anything
What
else,
effort?
including Lemsip,
I'm
which
sure
I
you
don't
just
Gotta
advise.
try
I'm
harder.
sure you could. You could snort
Get
all
your
sorts.
face numb.
You should have crushed all of those vitamins all together, Trott.
I think there's something important about having
Each-
pills dissolve at the right time. in
Doesn't
your
matter.
body.
They're all now just collected
Oh,
in
it
a little
is.
ball.
Yeah,
of
yeah, that's the
something.
thing. Yeah, this is the problem. Delivery and all that sort of
Time-based.
stuff. Yeah.
Delivery is important.
You're just
Like,
going to have a big blob of vitamins just like dissolving on the corner of one of your stomach
You look
folds.
sleepy now. Now he looks
I
sleepy.
think I took the wrong pills, guys.
Oh no, that's Ambien.
He looks like he's going to have a calm time.
You know, to put people's minds at ease, if you understand these sorts of things, such things like ashwagandha's in there, Broco Max, broccoli
you
sprouts,
can say anything. Broccoli.
DHEA, garlic,
Right.
genistein, ginger root, vitamin K, lots of them, turmeric, lysine, lycopene, things like that, taurine, turmeric,
Lycopene.
MCAT.
zinc. That it's just like stuff that your body could do with.
Yeah. It looks crazy
Yeah.
because it's in
Some of them
pill
you
shape,
probably have
but
in
in reality,
a
a lot
meal.
of that is spices and herbs and shit like that,
Yeah.
which
Do you
do
think-
have medicinal.
Do you think you
effects.
can overdo broccoli? What if you had broccoli for dinner tonight?
I'd be
Does
farty.
Huel
Well,
take
he's
any of
already on
those boxes?
Broco Max, right?
I'm
To
on
the-
max
to the
Broco.
max.
So
you
he's
hit
on
your max level.
He
I
can't
can't go
get
beyond. I
anymore.
can't go on it
Shit.
anymore.
Like if he puts
This
more
is like
Broco
this
in
is like a
his,
diet of a spaceman.
yeah.
Yeah,
Have you had your space pills?
in a way.
It has
'Cause,
everything
like,
you need in them.
yeah, sure, I could prepare the best meals ever, which have everything you need, all the nutrition. But reality is, I don't.
Yeah.
that's
So
fair.
I supplement it.
No, that is true.
Mm.
Doing that consistently is difficult. But
Yeah, I occasionally remember to pop a glucosamine tablet when my knees feel like they're going to explode. But like, apart from
Gosh,
that,
you're so old.
I'm not that
My knees
old.
are gonna pop.
I've just
My back is
tall
sore.
and I've got flat feet, so it's just a lovely mixture of bad
Kind of
hip
knee
and
popping.
knee shit.
Knee
Just-
poppers.
yeah, basically.
Have you tried to like get a little crowbar underneath and pop them out and get new ones?
Oh,
because I could 3D print you a couple.
I've
A little crowbar
I've had
would be strong
like
enough.
muscle knee pain, like as in the big muscles that go down, like down and around your kneecap. I've had so much achy pain there that I've legitimately thought about like drilling into it, just because it's
Just to
like,
release the tension.
yeah, it feels.
Oh
Awful.
shit!
Yeah,
Why is that
yeah.
reminding me of? No, sorry.
He's had a flashback, like a
Have you
NAM
seen,
flashback.
have you seen that like the footage of a bloated cow before? And
Oh,
how they
the
release the pressure.
Yeah, it fucking
yeah.
They
sucks.
just screw this pipe into it, and then just absolutely fires out
because
the
they get so
gas.
farty.
And it's just airing them. It's just
Yeah.
releasing it all. But
And it saves
they
their
like
lives.
the
as
really,
well.
yeah, it does. Otherwise they will
They
fucking
can
die.
explode. Yeah.
But it's just like, oh, it's so gross. And they're just like, yes, giving off a bit of a smell now.
Oh, yeah.
Of course it is. It's you just pierced
I feel
its
like,
belly
yeah.
That's
and
a
just
lot
let the
of-
gases blow out. Something
I
that a
remember
plane
the
mixer
sound
on.
as well. They'd not necessarily use a pipe. They could use like a little like just piercing tool, or just be like,
Yeah.
Just a hollow tube, yeah.
and just the way that they like the skin, like of the flesh of the animal,
Yeah.
is like a thick bit of meaty leather, obviously, and yeah, they would just be like,
Is there any sort of like anesthetic they apply
no,
to them?
no. I mean, they might put like a bit of surface, like a bit of surface anesthetic.
I didn't
but,
see
like,
him do that.
No,
They
Did
just
the
kinda
cow,
like-
like
it's like a
I can't remember
corkscrew.
if there was distress or not from the cow.
the cow like
There'll be enough.
gets
probably
up and
they'll-
runs off, but then they'll feel instantly better because they're no longer
guess it was the-
dying.
And it's
Lesser
just
of
like,
two evils,
imagine, it's
yeah.
like when you've
Yeah.
had gas, like when you can finally release it, you're like, ah, yes.
Yeah.
I feel
Put the hollow tube
so
in.
much
Yeah.
better.
Release my gut.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
thought it was going to be much worse when I discussed drilling into my
Yeah.
knee, though.
He's got some horrible stuff
Well, I
think
know, yeah.
in that brain.
But it's good that you can get it in that flashback like
No!
recollection.
No!
That's a healthy sign when the memories you have shock you into exclamation.
Oh
Like,
no!
oh, you just made me think of something.
Yeah, well, that's, yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, being bloated it sucks, man.
Yeah.
The worst bloating I've had is like, I don't know if maybe it's just me, but like first time I was around my girlfriend's house a long time ago. I wanted to
days
fart,
when you're like you don't.
but you
haven't done
don't
the
fart
yet.
in front of them.
Yeah. Okay. Early days.
And
yeah.
then like you're holding it in, but to the point where it's painful.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
it's going
horrible.
back up.
It's horrible. Yeah.
Just like burping fart.
Well, no, but it's just it's
And the
stuck there.
mother-in-law comes.
It's stuck in there.
Apparently farts if they go back
Just
up.
air it into her fucking face.
Are you burping farts? Sorry. I'm holding it in.
No, it's the worst because you just then feel uncomfortable and your stomach's kind of making noises. And
Oh,
you're
it's
like,
horrible.
That's not.
And it starts
I'm not
tightening.
hungry. No, I'm not. No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
God, so uncomfortable. Yeah, I hate
Or were
that
you one of
feeling.
those people who just openly farted in front of a new girlfriend?
I can't really recall, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was never a thing.
Most times I've like,
Maybe it was just me. Maybe I was just a nervous guy.
Yeah.
most times I just end up going out and getting drunk and then just unloading
Sure.
a massive fart.
You let
And
them
it's
know
like,
before
well,
they even get involved what you're about.
yeah, it's like I didn't want to do it right now, but there it is. Sorry. But then that's just broken the ice immediately, and I was a little bit drunk, so I don't care.
Nothing gets to know each other better than unblocking a toilet together. You know, like reaching in and just pulling out, like you're trying to unblock a cow again. So you got like the bin bags on each arm, and you're just kneeling down around a toilet bowl, taking turns to pull the wadded mass of excrement out of the toilet. It's a real way to break the ice.
That's bonding.
That is that is quite the way to break the ice.
No, I did do that to some friends once, and then I left. And they had to unblock it. I was late.
Wait.
I was late for a train.
You clogged the toilet in the left?
Yeah.
Fucking
like
hell.
really badly.
That's brutal.
So I was trying to get a train.
Fucking hell.
And I knew I had to leave. And if I didn't, I was like, I'm really sorry, but like this was when I was much younger as well. So like if I couldn't afford another train, if you know what I mean. So I was like, I've got to go. I'm really sorry. I've been trying to unblock it, but your downstairs toilet is literally.
Oh, you
brimmed.
told them?
Yeah. It was Toby and John and that.
Right.
And
you didn't just do a runner then?
I flushed it. The brown water just came all the way up to the top.
Oh my god!
And I was just like, I'm sorry, I've got to go. And my mate ended up having to get a bin bag on his arm and put it in there, and pull out the clumps that were blocking the toilet.
That is so
the
horrible.
Shitty water could go down and drain around him. Yeah, drain around him.
Ripped your shit.
Yeah, like grasped it like a dog bag.
So disgusting.
You guys do that with your dogs all the time.
Yeah,
so
no,
don't be so
true.
squeamish.
Well, now
I don't. I've got a plastic claw machine, and Mochi's poops are very small.
Mine is
Well, you don't
small.
pick up with your own hands.
No.
Come on,
It's a
what kind
waste.
of privileged
I
life
don't
do you
like.
lead?
Well,
Get in there.
well, yeah. Obviously, when I take her for a walk, I'm using the bags.
Yeah.
But it's like
It's just also hassle using the thing. I've got one, but I've tried using it.
grab
It's
it.
like-
Yeah, you don't take it with
and
you.
he
on
likes
a
to
walk.
he likes to walk it around.
But like I pick
He
him
likes
up.
to walk it places.
I pick him up in the house, not in the house, like in the outside, with a grabby machine. I put him in
Right,
a
okay.
bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Or shovel.
I would just
Yeah.
use the household Hoover.
Just hoover it up. Get the Dyson on it. Yeah.
Oh my
Get it on the
god.
spinny blade mode.
I'm never going to regret this.
I mean, I bet getting a dog shit in the Hoover is a nightmare. Like, I
I've
bet
done
that's
that
something-
before.
Have you?
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Well, because the Hoover's done. You have to clean it all out.
Yeah, you have to
entirely.
take it all
And it's
apart.
going to always have that
Horrible.
smell of shit.
It's disgusting. Yeah.
Because I've hoovered up sick before and I had to throw the Hoover away because I was like, I can't stand the smell of. But every time I hoovered, there was this kind of like waft of sick. And I was like,
Yeah.
I can't. I don't feel cleaner because of this.
I had that recently because I threw up on my gym shoes like 2 days ago.
2 days ago. I think you threw up onto your shoes.
I tried not to.
In an Asda car park.
In an Asda car park just outside of my car because I had food poisoning.
That's gross.
It's definitely food poisoning.
Yeah. Fuck.
I had a frozen meal
Did people
before the gym.
watch you?
Huh?
Well, people
Oh,
see
yeah.
you do this. Mate, you probably blend in perfectly in that Asda. They were probably like, oh, my turn. Just like, yeah, I'll get in on this. Fucking hell.
Bedminster
They'll hobble over. No, it's just, we found a new spot, guys. No way, all the other places are covered in sick.
So, yeah, to give context to my story of me throwing up in Asda car park,
Yeah.
I had a bad frozen meal basically, and I was like, 30 minutes later, my stomach's a little bit turned. It's not good, but I do have the gym with the PT I have to go. Did the gym session. Stomach was getting increasingly worse, like really bad, but I'm like, I'll power through, it's fine. And then I was sat down and my fiance was like speaking to a staff member because she knows them, and I was just sat there phasing out. And you know when you get those cold sweats where it's like, this isn't good.
Where it's like you feel
And
it
I'm
coming.
like, I would really like to go now. And so I ended up sitting on the toilet for a bit and just like, doing those deep breaths of like, I'm not going to be sick. I'm going to be fine. I just got to do nice deep breaths and the sickness will go away. And then I was starting to plan, like I had to get my app out. I was like, okay, I need to get through that little pod thing. That takes some time. I just want to get out.
That is annoying.
I just want to get outside.
That pod is fucking annoying.
Had my QR code
Too
ready.
small.
Yeah. And I was like,
Am I going up or down?
I got up, kept my head down, and just like power walked outside, past Helen. Was like, we need to go right now. I need to get to the car because I'm going to throw up. I might be able to make it home.
You're already waiting
Sat in
through
the
other
car.
people sick. I gotta get out of this.
Sat in the car, closed the door, opened the door, threw up into the car park.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you
got
got
my
your
shoe a
shoes?
bit. Got my shoe a bit.
Fucking hell.
Whole frozen meal came up. All of it.
All right. Well, that's a pretty good thing. If it was
Seagulls
bad for you,
loving
like
it.
that's the best way.
And then had a couple people driving past, slowing down.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
like,
Screaming.
Yeah. Are you quite a loud vomiter?
no, I'm actually very silent.
I'm really loud.
But it was so big, it was splatty.
Oh my god! Sometimes I vomit so hard, like I get these little spots, blood spots,
Oh,
like
fuck.
where like the pressure of you vomit. I don't know. It's quite disgusting to talk about, I suppose.
Well,
Although
anyway,
I didn't get it. I did a tacky C last weekend, and that was fine.
Oh, because of drinking. Yeah.
Yeah, that
binge
was because
drinking.
I drank too much, and I had to go somewhere, and so
So we had a.
I had a
re-
And he had to drive.
and I had to drive. I had to be focused. No,
I
It's not
was
my
like
vibe.
15
It's not my
pints
thing.
deep, and I'm like, I'm ready to drive myself home. So
time to go home.
Dude, all
Wait
that.
a second.
well, part of Pickaxe Week, a lot of yogs obviously are in the Pickaxe network, and we had our 15th
Oh yeah.
year yog celebration in a
We did
nice,
indeed.
fancy little discreet secret place, which was very nice. And it was very nice, very nice. I got
It was good to see
fucking
everyone.
wasted.
You did, yeah. White
I
girl
got
wasted, man.
really, really drunk.
Well, especially like literally like a couple of days after the last podcast when we talked about you getting
was the
wasted.
day after.
It was
Day
the
before.
same day.
Wait, the same day.
It was the same day we were talking
I
about
feel like maybe
me not having limits.
maybe partly responsible just because it's like when you always talk about like chocolate or cheeseburgers, like
You
just,
go and eat chocolate and
yeah,
cheeseburgers.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm terrible for that. Like,
Is British Bake Off on?
Yeah.
Comes home with cake.
yeah,
Big cake.
100%. And like wasted pizza, I had to get pizza every time I played it.
The wasted pizza.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I got
You
really.
played that once. That game has stuck with you.
Oh, it was so bad. That's why.
I know.
It was like a nightmare.
like all
game.
90s TV
Isn't that
shows.
crazy?
Yeah.
There are games.
Wasted pizzas in there with it.
Yeah.
They're really good games we played, and they're forgettable. But
Yeah.
that shitty little wasted pizza game.
I think it was
stuck
because
with you
it really
been a
stuck
reference
out as
for a
an
long
awful
time.
game.
It was real bad.
But it got you hungry.
Yeah,
For pizza.
so like I just instantly think, and I see someone throwing up, I usually laugh. But when I vomit myself, I'm such a loud vomiter. Like not
You
laugh
are.
at them. I just find it.
I've
funny.
heard you throw up enough,
Yeah.
I think, in my life.
really loud.
One guy's just like, rah!
Or like, I
He
mean, like,
bellows.
like that, like
right,
that kind
see,
of sound,
okay,
you know,
yeah.
He like, what?
like
It's
that,
really
like,
horrible.
Yeah,
God, that's like, if anyone's got, is it emetophobia? Sorry,
Misophonia.
no, emetophobia. Is,
Oh, is that like loud
fear
noises?
of
Fear of vomiting.
Yeah, and
Apologies.
I guess
Or
the sounds of it are probably enough.
That's quite
Are
authentic
enough
as
to
well.
be like, yeah, sorry about
Sorry about that.
It's a useful bodily function. That's what I'm saying.
that. It is, but yeah, some people are scared of it, or like just it triggers
Yeah.
them, makes them feel shit. Which because it makes you feel awful, but afterwards you feel kind of fucking great.
Yeah.
So it's a good and
It's a
bad.
rush.
But I always avoid. I don't want to throw up,
It's a horrible feeling.
even though like sometimes
I
like
don't
God, I
wanna
really
throw
should because I feel shit, and it's going that way.
But it's never nice.
I don't want to. Do I
action.
hold it down? Do I kind of like just embrace it? I just embrace
How
it.
often
now.
do you think we're vomiting is a question?
How often?
Quite a lot
Probably once a
recently.
year, I'd say.
Well, yeah, no, I haven't done it in a long time.
I've done it twice in the last 5 days, which is insane.
Oh, what, after the weekend as well?
I did it in the morning. I
Oh.
like dry heaved a bit,
Oh,
which is the worst because like it's already gone.
You're
Like,
bringing up-
what are you doing,
yeah.
body?
Yeah, well, you know what? You've got alcohol poisoning. If you're dry heaving the next day, that's mild alcohol
oh
poisoning.
fuck.
Because like your body's going, I think I'm ill, but you've already digested all the stuff in your stomach.
Don't worry, I Grandpa
Yeah.
Joe'd the whole day.
Yeah. What does that look like?
Grandpa Joe
Joe's-
from Willy Wonka.
You had to explain this to me as
Yeah.
well because that doesn't.
I'm trying to bring it in.
He got out of bed
bring
like,
him-
straight away and then spent the entire
Yeah,
like,
because he got a
couple
golden
days
ticket, but
walking around a
like 20
factory.
years
He
before
was
that.
there.
What are you saying? You got up and then went to a chocolate
No,
factory?
no.
What was Grandpa Joeing?
All right.
That is Grandpa Joeing.
Getting up and going to a chocolate
Getting up
factory.
after your grandson has given you a golden ticket, and then going to a chocolate
Well, I don't
factory
remember the names of the
and
other
then stealing
ones.
fizzy lifting drinks.
What are the other names of the bed-bound
I
grandparents?
don't know.
Oh,
Exactly.
His other.
oh gosh,
He's
I don't
probably
know.
like his grandma.
But even if you reference any of those, no one's going to know. So Grandpa
Exactly.
Joe works to a degree.
I was bed-bound
Yes, that
for the
works.
day.
Bed
that
bound
works,
for the
yeah.
day.
Grandpa
Wow.
Joe'd it.
Nice.
Grandpa Joe'd it. That's trying to get it as a verb.
What do you think did it? What can you remember ordering?
Probably double GNTs all night.
Oh, that would
Yeah.
be it. Yeah,
And the fact that people were trying to hand me water and I went and ordered another GNT
Oh, really?
several times apparently.
Oh.
And people were trying to take drinks off me,
Oh.
giving them to other people.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't have one. I'll get another. And I was being cheeky as well. It's like, oh, you're trying to trick me with water. I know this. I'm going to get another GNT.
Right,
Look
okay.
over there. That kind of shit. I was also very handsy.
Do you remember it being?
Just don't say it like that. I mean,
Handsy sounds bad. Yeah.
it sounds like you were inappropriate.
Yeah.
Well,
I was.
But with who?
I touched Tom Clark's junk
Okay.
and ass.
Well, don't
Did
say
you?
that. I mean, he might get you on that.
No, he liked it. I asked him. We,
No, he liked it. Say you like it. No.
yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. Obviously, I do have like a level of cognition
Of course.
when I'm doing these things. I'm not going to go up to strangers and do it.
No.
It's
He
always
hugged me at
people
one
that-
point randomly, and then you hugged him? Did you get a hug?
I had little hat
No,
films
like,
moments
yeah,
like
Those are
this.
Hat Films hugs.
Hat-
Yeah.
I had moments with multiple people
Yeah.
sitting them down and being like, You're great. Like, I just love the fact that we have friends.
Yeah.
It's a very lovey night for me, but that was a good drunk for Chris Trott. It could have been way worse.
Yeah.
Well, it could have been way worse
Then
because
you
you didn't
just-
make it to the next place, and that was
Yeah, I didn't go to the next
That was
place,
extreme.
thankfully.
That was.
My phone died, and I was telling everybody that I'm walking home, which is for me like
They
an hour and a
believed it.
half.
They believed you.
And they were like, "Please don't." And I'm like, "I'm gonna walk. Fuck you guys. I'm walking."
Were
I
you
got a
gonna
spare
walk?
2 hours. Let's do
No,
this.
I wasn't. I was trolling.
Oh, okay.
I was doing a bit, but like too hard.
I feel like you
And everyone else is-
would walk.
I probably would.
I feel like you can't. You could say you're trolling, but I feel like
I would've gone through
there's
with
been
it.
times like at uni where I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm walking," and I would walk out. Obviously,
Yeah.
penniless student, you would. But it took a long time. I ran at points. When you're really, really drunk, you just run. You can run. You're like, "Fuck,
I did. Yeah,
I'm gonna run."
I've definitely sprinted
Running
home
in dress
before.
shoes. Just like, what the fuck am I doing?
You get really sober
I was
really
like, fuck
quickly.
it, I'll run this. Fuck.
Yeah,
And
running
next
quite
day,
fun.
legs just like, oh, I should have stretched. And they're like,
I remember running home from uni.
I think I ran from Gunwharf like Keeler.
Yeah, like
And
a
I was like,
full
what the fuck?
sprint.
I was
And
just like shit faced to fuck on like vodka and just like ran.
I did the
And I was
same
like, why
thing.
am I running? There'll be a moment of like, what the fuck am I doing? Well,
Also,
I've got this far. I'll keep going.
there's a part of me that never felt more alive. Yeah. Because I felt like a gazelle. Like my legs were such a
So
wide.
drunk. And we're lucky we don't
I'm a really
smash
good
our
runner.
fucking faces on the concrete. Just
I
because
feel
that's
like a
the
good
that's the
down.
end result of that situation is you tripping
Yeah.
and
And
smashing all your teeth out. I ran. I did the run.
Yeah.
And I fucked
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, for
You're
sure.
so lucky not
it's
to.
just the fact my legs fucking really hurt the next day.
So dumb.
I ran home last night.
I ran.
What, from there?
I never
Right.
stopped.
I
You're a
ran
lunatic.
4.5 miles
We
in
could have
dress
taxi there.
shoes.
Yeah. In dress shoes. That's the worst thing as well. Just like,
They got no
Fuck's sake.
traction. They're all slippy.
yeah.
It makes it seem like we're massive wasters.
Shit. Well, that's from uni. Yeah.
Uni was then, and we don't binge drink that often. It was just a 15th Yog celebration.
Yeah.
Mm.
But when I do, fuck me. Vegas is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Hopefully, especially if that planned strike goes ahead, where all of the
do service.
hospitality staff.
I don't
is
know how
like,
that's going to work.
interesting.
So are we going to just?
What's happening in Vegas?
Yeah.
What are we doing in Vegas?
No, like just the news because it's interesting.
Oh well, so there's a big union, hospitality workers union, whose members have voted in favour of strike action, which means they will now, or a strike can be called if negotiators or whatever they're trying to negotiate for aren't happy with the result. They can strike, and if that were to happen in the next few weeks, we might be affected because we'll be in Las Vegas, which
At
is
the
where
time.
TwitchCon is. And a huge percentage of the workers on the Las Vegas Strip and in that area are hospitality workers.
So
So
they're
we'll
not going to
essentially-
serve people. So surely
Yeah,
they will.
there won't be staff for restaurants. There won't be
So the restaurants just won't be open.
no, and also people
Oh,
working in
okay.
hotels and things like that might
Oh,
not work
fuck.
too. So
All
like,
service stuff, yeah.
yeah,
Most
Jesus.
of them.
That's a big deal.
yeah.
Apparently they haven't struck us in 30 years. That's the term, right?
Well, it struck us, yeah. That is the
They
official
haven't
term.
struck in 3 decades.
The thing is, like Smith was saying, I think all of the establishments are going to panic and want to rectify it as soon as possible because the entire livelihood of Vegas is hospitality.
Oh yeah, literally.
Like the hotels will
Thing.
shut down. They're like, we can't shut down.
Yeah, there's too much money involved.
So they'll
much
just-
money.
Don't tell me I got to change my own sheets.
I hope they give in to the demands of the union fast and it's
Yeah.
over quickly. We'll see.
Yeah.
Got him by the balls.
'Cause I'm pretty sure
Otherwise-
they've recently resolved the workers and the writers' strike as well
They did.
last week, which
Yeah.
is pretty good.
What was the solution?
Something to do with money.
I think they
I
accepted.
think I just saw that somebody said they've
I think
come
it's-
to an agreement. I'm not sure what the
there's
actual
some
details are.
nuance to it.
Are they going to
yeah.
get a share of like things they write now or what?
I'm not
They're getting
sure.
better
'Cause I
hourly
know that obviously
wages.
there was issues in the fact that like people. I mean, it's strange, isn't it? Because obviously they were paid for the job originally, but then obviously it's more of a case of Netflix then bought that product and is selling it consistently. So then the companies are getting shitloads of money, but that doesn't go back to the actors.
Royalties, yeah.
Well, there's no royalties, but then you would think that'd be in their contract in the first place. Because I'm sure there are some cases, like for example, like the Friends cast all get like royalties and
Yeah.
shit. But then I guess this stuff didn't exist fully when they started this series. As in, like, Netflix wasn't as big and all these other streaming services weren't a big thing either. So,
It's a very difficult scenario,
yeah.
but they seem to have a temporary solution.
Resolved some shit there because
But I don't think it's
there's
over.
gonna be a gap in content at some point again, like there wasn't like in the pandemic, where it's just like everything's just a pandemic-based drama in the pandemic.
I don't want to
God, that was a bit much.
Yeah.
So the writers now get better residuals for their work now related to how often it's streamed. So they will be getting royalties.
Good.
And there's also a deal that means AI can't be used to replace writers.
Right. Oh, that's good.
Apparently, they actually got a better deal than what they originally asked for.
Oh.
So that's good.
But
I don't think it's over because, with like AI, stuff like that, there's going to be a battle between creatives and companies just able to exploit data sets instead of people.
It's interesting you're talking about AI. Do you see that Quebblecop and his AI...
The YouTuber.
Yeah, the YouTuber Quebblecop.
He went AI for a while, didn't he?
Well, he's going even deeper into AI.
Right.
So in AI within like this with this cartoony character or whatever. I don't know how he fully does it, and maybe I should have done more research before even mentioning this, but I don't know if he's playing the game and then just getting like a VTuber style face up, and that's just, mimicking his face and stuff, or if he's AIing his voice as well.
Yeah, he must have AI'd his voice. And
so
then
what's the gameplay then? Is he not playing the game?
That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe he's got someone just to play games for him as well. I don't think there's an AI that plays games for people yet.
So he is trying to do what we were sort of talking about.
Well, we were joking about
like, one day we'll just be able to create an AI of us. And
but he's like pioneering it. It's spearheading this idea and he released a video saying he's like shutting down his AI thing, but the video was AI. The video was AI and it looked like him, obviously, but it had like a
he's basically
mouth.
I think what he's done is used a variety of different software. One that's like, you give them enough of spoken voice, they can recreate voice, and then you've got something like ChatGPT that can create a script, and then you've got another thing that can do the VTubing physical appearance. Then you just piece all those things together like a jigsaw puzzle. It's like, create me a script for gaming, talking about GTA 5 with some cool moments, feed that into the voice processor, and then that will sync with the VTuber avatar.
Put it all in a
video.
Have you guys heard of Lex Friedman?
Yes.
Did you see his interview with Zuckerberg?
The recent one?
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
They did it in Meta.
Look at this.
It's the new avatar.
They did it in the Metaverse with these new avatars. Obviously, this is visual, so people in the podcast just have a Google.
But there's like
so they had full scans.
Oh, really?
They've done full scans of these people.
With what
and it's
technology?
like some of the most... So they're using... They had to... At the moment, they had to go to a special lab to get it. But essentially, they're now using like a Meta... Yeah, it's a photorealistic scan.
Crazy.
That's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they're using...
The left one is the...
The left one is the render in the Metaverse space.
Yeah.
This is them talking to each other.
I mean, Lex Friedman doesn't take much to animate.
No. He's got a very specific
just
kind
blank
of
expression.
It's
anyway.
really strange. Yeah.
But the thing
and so
is
does
about
Zuckerberg.
this,
They chose two lifeless people.
That's
anyway.
not the first interview that he's had with him is either.
Bro.
But they explained like how they did it and how they got this like they kind of managed to get past the uncanny valley. And so how they experienced it, they both had like Meta's most up to date lenses on or whatever that could show them the other person obviously, but also detect the movements in their face. They also had spatial audio on, so they could make it feel as though they were sat in a room together with the appropriate amount of space between them. But one of the things that gave them super high resolution and allowed them to go beyond the uncanny valley of like, when I say uncanny valley, that's something where something looks almost human but not quite, and that almost makes you more aware of the fact that they're not human than something that looks far off of human, essentially. So like it tricks something in your mind to make you think like it's uncanny, if you know what I mean. But anyway, they've got past that by they created what they called a codec of their appearances. So they sent them to like a scanning lab where they had their faces and body and all their movements and stuff sort of analyzed. And then whenever they did a movement live, that the lenses on the headset were picking up, they could run it through that codec to produce a more realistic and more in line with that person's actual like selves before they displayed it to the person on the other end. So what it does is just creates this ultra high resolution representation of the actual movements on the face beyond just what the sensors can measure as well.
Technology is going crazy.
Yeah. It's wow. That's like, pretty cool.
Yeah, so I mean, Quebblecop's basically used a similar technology, but instead of actually making any content himself, he's just using AI entirely, and then using his entire YouTube channel based on that, which is just like, it removes, I guess, any purpose of what he originally built as a person. But then I guess it's just like, there's nothing new from that then. It's just all like
Well, the
shitty
AI is what's
AI.
new, right? I guess in the form of like it's down to its data set to come up with new ideas, not justifying it in any way. I'm just trying to see the reasoning behind it.
I'd have to just check out his
I
content.
think he's doing it for the sake of doing it, right? And if
to see how good it is,
and if he can get views off it for no effort, then he's made bank, right?
Yeah.
But
that's what his content was anyway.
that's what I mean. Like how cookie cutter was it before?
Yeah. But now he's just like, this is my formula. I can make AI do this for me.
Yeah.
And
like if people watch it, that's kind of the fault of the audience, really. It's like if they enjoy it and they're getting him the money, he's going to keep doing it. Like people pre-ordering games before they realize it's a buggy mess. Like they're going to keep coming out with these collector's editions.
Arguably, a lot of animated shows you could boil down to like this same process,
shows do the same stuff.
More people moving inputs and outputs manually. Like if you take it, when you generate really successful cartoons and stuff, you've got plenty of those elements. I mean, that's why everyone's so worried about it. Plenty of those elements you could just AI up. So
there's these things called ethical data sets coming out now.
Yeah.
So Pixar has their own in-house AI data set, and they're already working on AI to like add into their workflow.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see more of that, where it's like, obviously right now the main argument with artists versus AI is stealing, like taking their work and repurposing it through AI, saying like, do this in the style of blah blah. And you see people's signatures kind of blurred out and stuff. But if you have a data set which is like all in-house, like Pixar renders and stuff like that, that's all like paid for, salaried employees.
That makes sense.
If it becomes a tool, kind of like what Adobe's doing, to be like, you can just remove the background, add in a tower here because that's all from our Shutterstock, like stuff that we paid for. I feel like you have to either, it's one of these giant technological leaps that's scary, but it's going to happen. It's inevitable. You can either get killed by it, or you have to like add it to your workflow and be enhanced by it. I think that's the only two options, really. It's scary, but AI is happening regardless.
Do you think you'd want to do that? Do a Quebble comp?
I don't think I'd go full Quebble. No, but if there's
eventually, I mean, when we're not funny or nice to look at
wouldn't
anymore,
you rather just not do it?
What?
It's almost like reviving someone from the dead and just saying, look, here's their animated body. Like, it's just like, there's no point. There's no life in there anymore.
Yeah, but what if there's no
kill
state
it off,
pension
let
anymore?
It die?
What if you don't get a state pension anymore? You know what?
I guess so.
What if
but it's
things
just like,
where you need things to generate you income throughout the rest of your life and this is the only feasible way to do it because you no longer have the capacity to make money from.
We still have voices. I know you said like we won't. Sure, we might use animated characters that look just like us as in our 20s. Yeah. But like, I still wouldn't want it to just do everything.
No, I think I'd want it to.
If I was a part of it.
Like, for example, if we were struggling week to week to like, I want to really create an awesome looking cinematic short, but the editing is going to take too long for us to do it weekly. If AI could enhance the edit process to be like, can you help me just like render these things? It would otherwise take me a long time to learn tutorials to do that, blah blah blah.
We have tools now that do the same thing, as in like help us, right?
You don't have to carb film anymore. You can do it digitally, you know, like.
And I'm sure there was some reservations of computers taking over from analog. You know, it's the whole resistance to change because like you're stealing and taking away the art of what came before it. And while AI is a lot more invasive in that sense of a technology where it's literally creating something from a data set but it's like all of humanity's been pulled together as a resource that is now being utilized by a computer essentially. So we're globalizing art.
Globalizing a lot of things, but then ultimately, you know, global problems require global solutions, and you know, maybe when developing these sciences can help us,
I think, so long
get
as
through the quagmire of political bullshit that we currently find ourselves in when we're trying to solve the big problems like climate change and stuff. You know, I mean, I guess that's a bit of a technologist sort of like prayer in a way.
Yeah,
like,
it's a hope.
Save us, technology, and it might not. You know, it might not save us, but I guess like right now, it's the only one of the few routes I see, aliens and technology. Otherwise, you know, left up to the people that are currently in charge, it doesn't seem like we're going to do anything anytime quick because everyone's too worried about stopping people.
So you want a super brain AI overlord dictating the best practices.
I think it might be
how humanity, it should be our law-abiding governor.
I think not exactly like a dictator, but a suggester. You know, like if we,
The Oracle.
If we have computers that
we
can
should-
suggest
we
good
should
courses of action.
Yeah.
Just look in the water.
We should get a data set of Ross as the Oracle and be like, you know, the all those things in the arcades where you like get a fortune teller.
The fucking one
But
from
it's an
Big.
Oracle, it's an AI Oracle.
Zoltan.
Zoltan, the one from Big.
They have AI Jesus on Twitch. We could do a Ross Oracle.
Yeah, I don't know how it all works, but yeah, let's put him in the crown and make you famous.
We'll just get AI to make
We're gonna
it.
make you famous. That NPC shit didn't work, so next up we're gonna turn you into an AI.
Yeah.
I think that's it. It's supplementary, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't see it being our main staple of like
Yeah.
everything being AI,
Yeah.
and we just like take a back seat. But it's like we can do more now because we've got AI to help.
I think people will get lax with it. I think
Exactly.
Crubblecop's going to get in a situation where his AI character is going to say something really fucking shit, and then it's going to be like, oh, shit, my AI said horrible things.
I left it alone too long.
I stopped watching the videos back because I trusted AI so much.
And
now it's got a bigger following, but for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. So alt-right.
So I don't know. But
I mean, some of
I
our
don't
viewers are
know,
saying
yeah.
things like, the more I hear about AI, the more I just want to spend the rest of my days in a cave tugging myself off. What do you think of that?
I don't think it.
what do I think of that? Well,
I don't need
each
AI.
to their own, because I think, you know, if that's how you want to spend your time, you could do that right now if you want. Go into your cave, tug off.
Start tugging.
But, you know, are you using material for that? Is it AI? Are you even aware?
Could you use AI to
Has
have
everything
a better
you've been
tug off?
consuming
Yeah.
since birth been AI and you're just not aware yet?
This is the thing. Like,
Or will it all become it when you use the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses? Have you seen these?
Yeah.
what is that?
So
Literally,
go on.
Zuck introduced this the other day.
Oh, Zuck's working with Ray-Ban?
It's basically
but
just those
it's the-
Snapchat glasses.
It's like the eyeglasses. No, but it's live streams
Google
as well
Glass.
from him. So maybe did they do the same thing?
So it's
No, they
glasses
didn't
with
live
cameras.
They're smart glasses that can discreetly take photos and capture videos, which have been around for a while. And obviously, there was the Google Glass, which I swear there was an issue with it because it did that.
Yeah.
Because it
Yeah,
took
but
photos
society's
sneakily.
changed. Now we don't give a shit.
Now they
We're
look
so like
now they look like
worn down.
Ray-Bans, so it's fine.
Well, we're just worn down, aren't we? It's like, what's next to exploit
Yeah,
our
true.
privacy?
Thing is, you can already buy like,
I've been filming you this entire time.
That's the thing.
You didn't realise.
We've got cameras fucking everywhere anyway.
and you can go on Amazon and buy a pair of glasses that have got a camera built into them for like £100, and they're more secret than those. Believe me.
And also think of Airbnb.
Click.
Oh, that's why he's winking so much.
But yeah, no. Basically, apparently, also a light comes on when you're filming or taking a photo. Like they're designed to tell people you are filming.
What if they're just like staring at you, just like, bro, I know your light's on. It's like, what light? I'm not filming you.
So this is something.
And you're just like staring at them,
Yeah.
just like,
So I read.
no, I'm not filming. I'm not filming.
I read this article this morning. So essentially, what happens is like when you're filming or taking a photo with these glasses, a light comes on, and it made me think. Right, whenever anything crazy happens, like say you're out and about walking around, because the advantage of having a camera like this could be like you could cap some crazy.
Well, it's your
shit,
own
right?
personal dash cam.
Yeah, exactly. It is exactly. That's a great way of.
Whoa, I
describing
just saw
it.
some crazy shit. Look.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly, which
It's
I
recording
feel
your
is a
vision.
product that lots of people will want. You know,
Well,
like
people buy dash cams. Yeah.
exactly. So, what I think will happen, and for some reason that gave me this image earlier this morning when I was reading this of like whenever anything happens in the future, just imagine it's a dark scene in an alleyway. Somebody falls over, they're being assaulted. At the end of the alleyway, there are three people that were chatting. They all turn at the same time. Their lights come on.
Three perspectives.
But like their lights, like imagine looking down an alleyway in a dark way and three people turn and then their lights come on as they start to film or capture. It's so fucking dystopic, right?
It is super
it's like a robots, you know, like imagine
You're
like
like,
robots
is your
at
lights on?
night.
Freeze.
And then, yeah. it's
I'm
like-
not committing a crime.
and then all of a sudden, everyone around you, lights start coming on, and they all start filming.
You're like,
and you're just
"What's
like,
up, bro?"
It's like an alert marker in a stealth game. You know how fucking
Yes, it
stressful
is.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Metal
So-
Gear Solid. You hear that sound? Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Duck.
So I don't know how much I like the way they've like. I like the fact that
Yeah.
it shows other users when you're recording them. But at the same time, I felt like, God, if this becomes a widely adopted thing, this is going to create such horrible social feelings. You know, like I already feel quite
Well, think of the
self-conscious
perversion
anyway,
as well.
Yeah.
Of like people
Yeah.
wearing Ray-Bans in the gym.
Why are these guys in
While
sunglasses
someone's
in
doing
this strip
squats.
club?
Yeah.
What are they doing? What's
That's,
their
that's the
Yeah.
other thing. It's like,
glowing red lights everywhere?
will there be, you know, some sort of legislation to say private establishments can disable your cameras as you walk in,
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
like they have to have them built in, like
Yeah.
speed limits on scooters and
EMPs as
stuff.
you walk into Curry's.
Well, I mean, there are
'Cause it is
there are
stealing,
required
I guess.
components and considerations when building electronics, right? If you want something to pass certain regulatory standards within Europe, within North America, electronics need to pass certain requirements. You know, be it having fuses for protection, things like that. So it wouldn't be crazy to suggest that all devices that get manufactured in the future will need to have a certain chip on them that would allow that device to interact with public suppression technology, which is like, that's a terrible word for it, but public camera suppression,
like real sensitive areas that shouldn't be filmed for whatever
like
reason.
Change rooms, toilets, all those sort of things. Just have a little block that would turn off your device. I mean, of course people would then try and hack them, but then you can hack anything to make it
you can walk in with your mobile phone and record.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing stopping that.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because I've done it.
There
There's
is
no toilet stopping me.
Also, the amount of toilets that are still like have gaps underneath, like just get a selfie stick straight under.
Especially in America. 360 cam, you got everything.
360 cam.
What's this thing?
Quick.
What the fuck?
Well, in America, their stalls are like much higher as well. You can get a full camera.
You can get. Wasn't there a video of a kid crawling underneath one? And it's like, what the hell? This guy's kid keeps crawling under my cubicle.
Like going from like left to right, like as in like going through multiple cubicles as well, right? Just like bye, like
bye now.
Despite the dystopic idea of
good for concerts
being able to film, I do like the idea of having, like game clipping of like the last 30 seconds, save it. Because oh fuck, I just saw that thing. Did you see it?
Yeah.
No, we missed it. Oh wait, clip that.
Yeah.
Can see it again.
For sure. No, I think there's a huge, I wear glasses every day anyway. And I can certainly see the appeal of having both, Google Glass in general. I was hyped. I mean, it looks stupid, and like I knew, at
we
the
weren't
time,
ready.
None of us were.
Society was not ready.
But because it's just not there yet. It's the same with a lot of VR. Let's be honest. Like, we're not using VR a lot. As soon as VR becomes like this, we're going to be using it every fucking day. Like, it's just that right now you have to put a big old fucking headset on. Even the compact ones are big, and it's more of a luxury. You play with it sometimes, right?
So other things that were quite appealing about this was that they said that you could like look at text, and then Meta would do an AI thing where it tells you what translate it, for example.
Right. Does it superimpose it?
How is it going to tell you that though? How's it going to give you the information?
By looking through the camera.
So it detects.
It will detect text, and then it
processes it through a translator.
Do I have to open my phone for that?
I'm thinking so, because I don't think you'll get
as
from
soon
what
as
I've
they
seen.
can do, because you guys have seen the Google Translate camera app, right, where you can hold it over stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
Superimposes.
great, but hell, that on my glasses would be cool.
Yeah,
and it's just like, they're saying this.
Like,
cool.
Like this with AR lenses, like pass-through lenses, would be nuts.
Basically, what Google Glass was trying, but just didn't really have the tech yet.
No.
But it'd be interesting to see what that develops into. But there is obviously various dystopic things related to that.
What do spies get? Because like if everyone has like these spy glasses, what can spies do now? We've got all the tech that spies have.
I guess what was it I saw the other day? Yeah, there was somebody putting like bits of post-it notes over all the cameras that were in like this hotel room. They were just pinholes, even smaller cameras.
Scary, isn't it?
And that's worrying. I think that was in
Airbnbs, and also
wait, what?
In South Korea, there was a hotel that this guy was going around putting tape over all these tiny little pinholes where there were cameras hidden in a hotel room.
How could he detect them?
Well, he
just knows.
He knows that they're there. You can see them. But they're really fucking tiny. And there are some hotels that are like geared up for it and just like have shitloads hidden all over the place, and like screw holes and like.
There's also this.
You got to be careful, guys.
Rising fear of mirrors as well in hotels, where you
mirrors.
It's a two-way if there's no separation between the glass and the mirror behind it. Like if you put your finger up it,
Gary. It's like, fuck off.
You're touching your own reflection. It's like it's a two-way.
Oh,
and
shit,
okay. I saw a TikTok of a girl that was like, "Yep, if there's no gap, I think there's a saying, no gap, get out," or something like that. It rhymes better than that.
Doesn't sound.
If there's no gap, they're probably fap.
They probably fap.
Gary, get out of there.
She touched
I hear fapping. Get out.
Like the reflection was there, and then she walks out of a hotel room. To the left of it, employees only.
No gap, it's a trap.
I don't know. That does sound like TikTok bullshit, Trott. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I think that there is a genuine something to fear about some of these hotels.
I think it's something.
Like it's not going to be maybe not in the Premier Inn down the road, but like certain places where
dodgy motels and stuff in America.
Oh, motels.
Well, yeah,
but they're the ones that like horror games are based on.
Yeah. The ones I'd never find myself in ever. Not a problem for me.
Yeah, just we need to try that Alpha. What is it called?
Alpha Lodge.
The Alpha Lodge, is it? Or
the one over there?
Bed and breakfast.
The one that got in reviews.
£49 per
the one
night,
with like bed bugs and shit.
Yeah.
All the reviews are just like,
honestly, you'd have to pay me about 10 grand. Honestly, 10 grand.
Screw that.
Alpha Guest House, Bristol. Let's see what that's.
You'd have to pay me a lot of money to sleep there.
Oh, he's got a 2-star rating. That's better than I thought.
Picking up.
It's just the images are so fucking rough. Like walking past it, you're like, God, people stay here. It looks scary. Like, and also, and the thing is, like,
You have to be in alpha to go there.
it looks like a hospital bedroom.
Oh,
that's
looks
tiny though. That's even smaller.
Haunted.
But on the outside, all the windows are kind of covered in bin bags. Like it's just like there's no. I mean,
Well, you don't want to. You want a nice peaceful sleep. That makes
yeah,
sense.
right. But like the thing is, like the value of the houses on that row are probably quite high. So I feel like they probably make more money just selling up rather than just offering 50 quid in a bed bug ridden. Oh no, it's £16 a night.
£16 a night. Let's do it. Let's do it.
They have a dog that continually yaps through the night. And the front door is very hard to get in with a key. I snapped a key.
So it's hard to get in.
Jesus,
You snapped the key.
you snapped a key. Oh my God. But when I saw it, I was like, oh, it could be quite funny for us to try it one night. And then I was like, I really
will probably
do not
get
want to
bed
sleep
bugs.
in that place. And yeah, the bed bugs thing is so gross to me.
Like, I
It
don't
makes
want
me itch
that.
now just thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm itching.
But like, yeah,
Maybe
there are
not.
places like that exist. And the thing is, it just needs a bit of zhuzhing up, and it could be quite nice. But I feel like
It needs
that's
a gutting.
yeah.
And
I did see a skip
I'm amazed
outside
it still exists there. It's
Yeah,
like
and
it's
quite a-
stuck in time.
because it's
Yeah.
next to some really nice like places.
Yeah,
and a
it's a
church and
prime.
stuff.
It's prime area.
Yeah, but
Why is it not
it's-
shut down because of its
Because
problems?
it's a money laundering front. I'm almost certain.
I
Right.
think so.
Either that or it's a social endeavor. So they're like using it for homeless people and stuff, and that's why it's so badly maintained.
Maybe it did say there was victims of arson there, so maybe it was on fire first. I don't know whether that's before or after, but it doesn't
So
look like it's
arson around.
someone was arsing around. Yeah,
Nice.
no, it was set on fire. So
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
that's yeah.
Poor buggers.
Other
Didn't burn all the
stories.
bed bugs, though, did they?
No, they didn't. But I don't know how we managed to get onto that. I was going to say like also because we mentioned Harry Potter a lot,
We do. It is a Harry Potter themed
and unfortunately,
podcast.
guys, I don't want to spoil anything, but Dumbledore dies,
Oh my god.
But
Next
what
you'll tell
happened
me
in
he's
real-
gay.
and he's gay.
Oh my god.
But he also the actor died,
Yeah.
so Michael Gambon
Michael Gambon.
passed away.
Poor bugger. 82.
Skydiving accident.
No way.
It wasn't. Sorry, it wasn't a skydiving accident.
Can you imagine?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, rip in peace,
No.
Michael
So, yeah.
Gambon.
Skydiving
for anyone who-
portrayed-
accident.
We talk about Harry Potter a lot.
Yeah.
Like, way too much.
Yeah.
Three guys in their
Gambon.
30s.
Damn, gone.
Fucking
He took a
hell.
gamble.
And jumped out of the airplane. I mean, I hope that's how I... Seriously, I hope that's how I go as an older person. Because, like, I
A
want to be able to do
skydiving
those
accident.
things.
Hang gliding accident. Bam!
I'm
you're dead.
waiting to do a few things before I'm much older because of how likely it is to kill myself. So, like, I want to do paragliding, like
Yeah.
paramotoring. That looks awesome, but it's a little
look
bit
pretty
dangerous. And I also want to get a motorbike eventually. And I know both of those things are, you know, the motorbike
Yeah, the
more
motorbike
so,
thing is
more
also-
likely to kill me. So I'm just not going to do it until I'm like 65.
And then just drive as an inexperienced 65-year-old on the roads and die.
You're welcome, everyone else. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. I'll scar you. As I go over your bonnet, I'll be like,
He's
oh!
got severe
I'm
arthritis.
sure it's better
you
to learn
can't
that
tell
like earlier.
Yeah.
That way you've got like experience on the road and stuff. Because obviously
You
you
could
can't
die
control
on
other
the-
people,
No.
but you could just go on a nice when you know it's like quieter out on the roads. You can enjoy the roads a bit
Maybe,
more.
but yeah, it's other people that kill you, and I just don't think you can
Yeah.
really like know whether or not someone's going to pull out of a junction, regardless of
so.
how quiet
Well,
it
Yeah.
is.
I think
Every
you
time
just
you step
need
in
to,
a car, though.
you just need to assert more dominance on the
On the
roads
road.
by wheeling as much as you can.
Yeah, wheelie.
I'm gonna go straight and get an 1800, like straight away,
Nice.
1800 cc, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. It's gonna be one of those ones that's like really long in the body because of how big the engine is. You know those
Hell
ones.
If they can't catch you, they can't hit you.
Yeah. It's like I'm putting out more torque than the entire fleet of police cars.
Do you ever hear someone revving so hard that they're like obviously like really low gear, but they're fucking bombing
Yeah.
somewhere?
Yeah.
Do you ever kind of hope that there's a really loud crash at the end?
Yeah.
I hear
In the
it.
sense of just like you've clearly pushed whatever engine
Yeah.
you're driving to the limit.
I'd
there.
say I hear about...
I almost want to hear a crash just so you know that what you're doing is probably wrong in the center of a city.
I'm next to
'Cause
a
it's
road
loud.
where they race like that every night.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And,
Every night?
I hear a
Fuck.
crash 2 or 3 times a month.
Oh, really?
All right.
Yeah.
Shit.
Literally the whole like vroom, vroom.
You hear the revving. It's so extreme. It's
Yeah.
like, whoa, they
I
must be
hear that.
fucking
Are they
bombing
motorbikes
it down
you're
like
hearing?
motorbikes. Yeah.
Motorbikes.
You're like,
Like the
she's
real,
like, yeah, it's like,
yeah.
whoa. And you're like, is it going to? No, not this time.
Some of them sound like F1 cars.
Yeah,
Like, they're
crazy.
insanely loud, but yeah.
Like I'm 3...
But they're just playing with fire there.
I'm 3 rows
Right
of
in the
houses
center.
away from this road. I'd
Yeah.
hate to be the one on that road.
On that
'cause
road.
It's loud for me.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully inside I'm fine, but like when I'm letting Mochi out,
Yeah.
I can just hear them all racing.
Mm.
Or maybe they'll squeeze some more houses on that road below you, and they'll form a nice little natural
That'd be
sound
nice,
barrier.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Get some giant
they'll be
trees.
living on the central verge of an A road, but they can get some houses in there.
Or
You can
sky
install some
rises.
giant trees in the back, right?
Trees would be nice, wouldn't they?
Speaking of trees,
Did you see the fell thing?
I know. Shit,
That fucking disgusted me. I don't even know why that
What
disgusted
tree
me.
thing?
because it's horrible. And how long is that? It we done.
That's, well,
Yeah.
we'll mention the tree funny thing, but yeah, there was basically there was a really nice tree, which is an odd thing for me to even talk about. It's a very nice
Oh,
tree.
what a nice tree.
But it was a very picturesque like location, and some fucker just cut it down.
Wow.
Like this, is it 300 years old?
16-year-old.
Well, that's what they're saying. I don't know if they don't know if that's
If
specifically
that's the
that
one.
person.
That's a lovely tree.
But like it's like a really picturesque like place, very photographed, world-renowned landmark, and some fucker cut it down.
it's near
It's just like
Hadrian's Wall.
it's just like one of those things where it's like, God, that took effort.
Yeah.
They had to not only lug a massive fucking chainsaw to that location,
Awful.
cut it down, and like in a storm. It was really stormy as well. And
What
for
the hell?
If that was a Banksy, that's a weird fucking Banksy.
It's a weird Banksy. We do have people in chat saying, "Take his legs, give him stumps."
Well, it's one of those things like, what
think that's
kind of
fair.
crime, what kind of punishment do you give to someone who's cut down a tree? Because it's like, that's a big deal, but like, how much time would you do for that?
I mean, not much. You wouldn't go time for it at all.
No.
Because people chop down
Financial penalty?
trees accidentally and illegally all the time.
This wasn't an accident.
It might
It's
be
not
a
like you-
fine.
I cut the
No,
one tree
but
down.
like when I say accidentally, like people cut down like stuff they shouldn't, like and things like that, and also just
Yeah.
like, I guess it was on public land. It'll probably be vandalism,
Yeah.
but
Vandalism,
I
yeah.
just felt it was strange how actually
yeah.
I disgusted I felt
It
about
was.
that, and I was like,
It's
oh man, I
pretty
don't know
shitty.
why I've had
Yeah.
an emotional attachment to this in any sense.
But we hope you have an emotional attachment to us.
Yes, we do.
And we
Yes,
hope
we do.
we don't get cut
Don't
down
cut
into
us down.
stumps.
Don't stump us.
Especially thanks to our patrons for supporting us on patreon.com/hatfilms. Come join us on Discord, where you can link your Patreon accounts or YouTube membership or Twitch subs to it and get access to our subscriber-only channels. Or, if you're really smart, like Larry Rouse,
Nice.
who did our fingal,
thank you.
Thanks,
you can
Larry.
send a fingal to hatchat@hat-films.com. We'll feature at the start and the end. And we'll leave you now with that fingal.
Oh,
Yep.
just before we go, just a couple of quick jokes here.
Oh shit, you got some jokes.
Apparently, they found the criminal so fast because they put special branch on it.
Right.
And they're going to try and do him for oak-revated ash salt.
Oh, nice, good.
Thank you for that, Alex.
Poor
more
fucking
from-
tree man.
More from him next week. We'll catch that bugger and stump him. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you next week.